books is in. The books are in. Yep. They in. They here.
All right. We are back. Peace, Mika. Peace, Sean. Peace. Who else we got in here? Got somebody else in. Yeah, man. I just want to show y'all some of these pictures, man, because like this shit is so crazy, right? Because you know when we was doing the George Floyd Black Lives Matter thing, they had all type of security out there for us. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just strictly Europeans out there. I'll say, I won't say strictly because there is black people that was out there. I'll say it's probably about, if I had to put a percentage on it, I'll say it's probably about 98% Europeans out there. And I think the black people, I think they just looking for their stimulus check more or less. But let's go to some of these photos, man, because this is it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see where I'm at. I want to go straight to the tab. Let's see here. All right. Screen 2. There we go. So look at this, man. This is actually the Senate floor right here, and they got a barricade right here. This is a barricade, y'all. And these folks them trying to break in. Look at them. Gonna scroll through. This guy right here. This is peace, brother Dave. Peace from West Africa. So look, this guy right here, this is Nancy Pelosi's office. This Nancy Pelosi. If y'all familiar with that name, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of her before. This is her office, and she has been an avid non-Trump supporter. She blocks everything he tries to do from the Senate level. And yeah, so this guy pro-Trump, you can look at him, see he got his flannel on, got his boots, little hat. He just posted up in her shit. Like, hey, what's good? If y'all ever seen that movie Ghetto Stories with Lil Boosie and Webby, when Boosie walked out and he was sitting on Webby's car. It's like, what you doing on my shit? That's what he doing, you know? Peace, Robert Rand. Peace, Brother Zane. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, I got my brother T'Challa popping in. Hold on. Peace, Brother T'Challa.
Peace, brother.
Peace. We just going over this. The Capitol is under siege, man, and this is breaking. This is history for real. You know what I'm saying? Because they say this wasn't even done during the Civil War. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. So look at the note the guy wrote on here, y'all. That we will be back. Well, it said we will not be back. We will not back down. We will not back down. Left for a little message, man. Let's keep scrolling. Look how deep they is. You see what I'm saying? Look how deep they is. Ridiculous. I don't know who this guy. He looked like he might. Yeah. So they dressed up as army people. Look, this ain't even. Yeah, she ain't in the army. She'd have had that all the way down. They got them laid out, y'all. Got them laid out on the floor. And I'm broke in, man. I don't even see. And look at this. Look at this. This is pure barbarism, man. It's pure barbarism. I don't even know, like I was saying, I don't even know how they let them get this close, man. Because during the Black Lives Matter movement, when they marched to the Capitol, they had all type of security, all type of police. These folks, they was able to break in and walk in during, and mind you, this is during a federal function. They count electoral votes for the next president to come in. and these folks done broke in there during that. You would think they would have it highly secured. See, look at this shit. They had to block that off. Guns drawn. Guns are drawn. And look at them, man. This, I'm telling you, y'all, this ain't never been done. It's crazy. Look at them. Got them running. Now this, we not I'm not on here advocating for this type of behavior, and I'm not condemning this type of behavior. I'm just putting it out there like, hey, you see what they did? Now if they able to unify and do this, why can't we?
I was gonna say they one mind, one body for real, regardless to who they are and what their viewpoints are. Remember the Sun Tzu's Art of War is, you know what I'm saying? I know you hit to that book like this is what that is when you can come together for a collective. Yeah, look, taking the pictures.
Disrespecting Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is crazy, y'all. Look at this shit, man. This is crazy. I just don't see how these folks able to come together like this and get in the Capitol. But I know why, because these are the type of Americans that we see every day. You know, these are the types that don't like black people. These are the types that they don't like. Matter of fact, they don't like no type of people. They just they don't like no type any type of people. But these are and I believe this is the Europeans' muscle in this country, because you got to think about it. If we would have marched up there, they know for a fact they would have had to stop us, because they like we can't do this, y'all. They coming up here, they coming deep. We need security out there. These people, they come up there, and I was watching the shit as soon as it started, like, because I know I was watching the Georgia Senate race, because whoever gets in, affects certain things. You know what I'm saying? Within how we move. So
Right.
I'm paying close attention to it, and then they say something like, yeah, they're getting ready to start counting electoral votes. So I switch on over to that, and I start watching it, but I see the people outside, but I'm just listening to them, like seeing who was. I wanted to see what the senators had to say that that was pro Trump, and then man, they start hauling their ass up out of there. So they start getting them out of there, dog. They start getting them out of there. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Yeah, they clowning.
Man, I can't. But look at this fool. Look at this. Now they all going to jail. Like just yeah, they all going to jail. Like this is evidence. This is evidence. This shit is a crime. This shit ain't legal. Look at this shit, man. These all racist white people. Look at them. Every single one of them. Look at this motherfucker. He ain't even in the army. He went to Goodwill and bought this shit. But see, these them neo-Nazi motherfuckers, they be they little private militias and shit. They be having their own little private militias. And that's what some of these folks is. Look. That's what the fuck you get. Old ass.
Oh man.
Yeah, they federal offenses, Sean. Yeah, that's it for that though. But hold on, cause I got some more. I got some more stuff for y'all. Cause I just seen I seen this video here. Let me see. Oh,
So
can you hear it, Sean? Or T'Challa?
Yeah.
Hold on, that ain't it. This shit is crazy, dog. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, I gotta go live, dog. Like, I got to go live and show what the fuck these folks doing, man. What you think about this shit, T'Challa?
Man, truth be told, they only acting how their forefathers acted coming over here. Like in terms of I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. if I can't get what I want, I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I'm gonna cause a scene. I'm gonna go somewhere and disrupt some stuff because, like you said, regardless to our position that we hold politically in this country as Black people, whether who vote, who don't vote, who vote for who, they was trying to handle some business, you know.
Right.
And we know, like, we know that's how the country runs. So they trying to handle this bit. Look at this fool.
they had they were showing video of them breaking in there, but I didn't get it up there in time. And look, this him, but y'all, this what I wanted to say too. Y'all remember when Trump told his supporters to stand by and stand ready? These them motherfuckers who he was talking to. Y'all see you know what I'm saying? Y'all see he called them to action? Called them to action. He said, stand by, stand ready. They was ready. They said, man, this fool, they said he had folks coming in from Florida, from Georgia, Texas, man. Look at this shit. All up through there. All up. Look at him. He like, fuck you. We white. We can do this. We white. We can come through here. This is freedom of speech for them, man. You know what I'm saying? That's freedom of speech for them. Let us do that shit though. Man.
I was just gonna say we can't even get on about the house without somebody coming in the house. Speaking of, I know you saying that. I think you had put that in the chat, in the back chat, with the Breonna Taylor situation. Either you or Sutek was asking if we can get some charges about that, you know, with the Breonna Taylor case and those officers being let go.
Yeah. No, yeah, because they let them go. They let them go. We ain't about to get shit off that, man. Yeah. I mean, this shit
And
is crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that sister, like, so, you know, everybody done had their opinion about that too, of course. And it's like, you know, my thing is this, bro. And you know, I want to see how you feel. And I'm not looking at the what's the name chat, but anybody that's tuned in. But like, y'all tell me how y'all feel. You in your house right now, wherever you at right now, your place of business, you somewhere where you supposed to be relatively what we call safe. That's why we build 4 walls and a roof, right? It's to have a some type of security and shelter from the elements and from other people. So we live in a corporation where we understand that the people that have the badges can just come up in your house, basically.
Right.
Because prior to the Breonna Taylor case, bro, I didn't know about no knock warrants or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, sometimes it's based on you know, where you at, what state you in, you know, what the municipality. Because I'm in Ohio, you know, and you know, Florida, where Mika at, they got the stand your ground law in Florida, and we just passed it here in Ohio. Just passed it. So it just depends on where you at, where these laws, you know, how these laws play out. They may have that there.
I'm up here in the land. I was gonna say I'm up here in the land of Lincoln, bro. This Illinois, this Abe Lincoln town. So it's kind of like Chicago, like CPD is known to be on par with LAPD and NYPD in terms of the corruption. You know, I think we the second or third highest tax. No, and I think we actually the number 1 highest tax bracket now. If not number 2 behind LA or Cali.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I know New York's. Or you mean on earned income or on taxed income? It don't matter, man. Listen at me.
I mean, shit. I'm about to say, I know we hired one of them of them.
Right. Because like earned income, you know, that means your whole you know, Chicago as a whole is getting a lot of money. But taxed income mean, you know, what tax bracket y'all in based on the taxes. So like, you know, New York, they have a high tax rate for people that make over a certain amount. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So like if you make over if you make over, like, let's say it's New York, so I'll say maybe 250,000. You know, they may tax you may get taxed on your earned income. You may get taxed 40%. It may be higher than 40%. It may be higher than 40%. Yeah, that stuff is yeah. and all that stuff is based on who you vote for as well. Like that's why this stuff is important, man. I don't know why a lot of black people, why we shy away from politics like that when that shit really does directly affect us, you know. But yeah, what else you got on this T'Challa, man? Cause this shit is crazy, dog. I'm still in awe of it. Like they really let them come in there like that, man. They were just letting them walk all in there.
Right, because they can't be seen, half of okay, I'm gonna give you the raw. So them same National Guard, policemen, security detail team, whoever that secures the Capitol. Tell me that ain't they aunties, uncles, and cousins and brothers and sisters and them out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, of course they finna let them walk all up through there, bro. Like, that's who, that's their family. That's who that's the backbone of this country in terms of like, the muscle, like you said. Like they not finna do nothing to them people. That's Auntie Susie out there. Like, ain't nothing happening. But the takeaway for me is how do we mobilize as black people to get our voices heard and to be seen? Not in the same way, because we know we ain't gonna survive. But I'm saying, how can we? How are they coming together like that? Well, how is their bond so strong behind something?
Yeah. Now let me play this T'Challa and we're gonna get some input from Sutek. This I don't know if y'all seen this video yet. It's about a minute long. It's one of the brothers that's working there. When he get confronted by these right wing I don't know what they call them. I don't know if they conservatives, but they definitely some far right wing people.
You just playing the video because ain't no sound.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Nah, no sound over here.
They ain't really talking. He just, what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah, he running from him shit.
Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about, bruh.
I wonder why it ain't no sound. He called for backup. Now look, watch how they slow their ass down when the white boys come. You see it?
Yeah.
Now his hand on his hip. Look. Yeah, man. He just basically talking shit to him, saying this our America, this our America. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. That's one of the brothers that work down there. They was pushing that. Hey, when I first seen the video, I thought they was about to whoop him. I thought it was over for bruh. But what's up, Sutek, man?
Peace, man. Peace to the chat. Peace to my brothers on the panel, man. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I ain't had really a chance to just sit down and check it out yet and see what the full story is. But yeah, from what I seen, man, it's chaos. It's crazy. It looked like classic white privilege to me. Classic
Yeah.
white privilege, because like everybody's saying, and my sentiment earlier, if that was us, we would have been fucked up out there, man. We would have been fucked up. They wouldn't have gave us that much leeway. They wouldn't have gave us that much leeway. They would have fucked us up in that, man. So it looks like classic white privilege. Classic white privilege to me.
Classic, man. Classic. And let me show y'all this video. Or no, this ain't a video. This is just a picture. If I can get it. Hold up. I don't wanna. All right, so I ain't gonna pull this up because I don't want to have nobody's Facebook name on our video. So let me see if I can find it. Yeah, man. I just like I was telling brother T'Challa, I'm like, yo, this shit didn't even happen during the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't even breach the Capitol during the Civil War, and they was able to breach it with congressmen in there actively, you know, doing a well, they was actually getting ready to debate. They wasn't even started to do the votes. They was still just, you know, laying a claim out there, you know, on what who vote for who, and before they even counted it, you know, they had to hear everybody. So they didn't even get to count the shit yet before the folks done broke in there. And I was watching the news and they said the politicians said they not leaving. They said they gonna stay and they gonna count these votes. They said they're not gonna be pushed out by a mob. Oh man, crazy dog, crazy. Peace, Lamar. Peace, LB. See who else we got in here. Peace, D. Centavo. Yeah, man. Yeah, we just on here chopping it up about this, man. What y'all think Trump gonna do on inauguration day? Cause he's saying he's still not conceding, and this shit is in 10 days. So do y'all think we in for another riot?
Well, what happens? Has there ever been a president in history that has refused to concede? One question.
Oh,
And then so then what will happen? What are the procedures for such? Because everything has checks and balances, all the way down to the laws of physics itself. Like when something happens, something else is going to happen in response to that. So if you refuse to remove yourself, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know what I mean? Like, if he refuses, I want to know, like, what, right? Like, is it going to be riots or is it, I mean, what does the country do then? Because I never learned about that in school about the presidents.
yeah. I know that you know, he won't be able to you know, they gonna have to remove his ass because you can't just you know, occupy something like that, especially when they vote and all that stuff. So yeah, it hasn't been done in history. You know, everybody has conceded, you know, to the L. So but what I'm saying is I think it may be another round of protests during that, or they might settle down. You never know. It's hard to call it with these motherfuckers, man. Cause I really wasn't expecting this. I want to know what's the vibes in Cali though, man. Cause y'all, you know, y'all 4 hours behind.
Yeah, man. Out here, I ain't really, like I said, shit, I ain't really had a chance to hear too much about it, but I don't think, you know, Cali ain't with that shit. You know, they ain't fucking with Trump like that. So they ain't, as far as I know, like we just sitting
And
back.
I think it's just them talking because it's like any one of us can get up here and say, "Oh, I'm not." Like if we was in a room and somebody asked us to get out the room, we could say, "Oh, I'm not leaving the room. What you gonna do? Like forcibly remove?" Like he just talking. Like if you're not finna stop no army of people from removing you from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. What are you gonna do? That's the laws of this country. Like you have to leave.
Oh, look at this. So these are actually the senators and shit in there. And look at them. They shook. They shook. He like, what the fuck? She down there. This dude right here, he chilling. He like, fuck. That's Bernie Sanders right there. Oh shit. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Look at him. They shook. And look how close he is to him, man. We would have never made it that far. Look. They back to the door.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Look. Got their little flag on there. See, these motherfuckers, they claim they American, but then they get on here and defile their own shit. Look, she smoking. She in there blowing a big one. Look at her. Look at her, Sute.
Wow.
See if I can zoom in on that. Oh, shit. Zoomed in too much. Oh, I won't let me. Yeah, man.
Your wife all crazy. Man.
Look at this. This picture gonna go down in history right here.
Yeah. I thought the Vikings was just a TV show. I didn't know them niggas was still walking around.
And they still out here. She got her little bag with her though. Yeah, man. This shit, man. But did y'all hear what Trump said? To him?
What?
Okay, so let me pull up what Trump said because Trump came out with a little message to his supporters. Let's see. But it was very it was still right wingish. Let's see here. Joe Biden had got on here and said something. Let's see. I'm trying to find it on YouTube. He don't want this shit to end. Here you go. Here you go. He got like a little minute. Oh man, y'all can't even hear it, huh?
Hell no. I don't think so. Try to play it again. I think I heard something though.
That's crazy. I was just playing some shit. Hold on. Let me see. Is it tweaking?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, yeah.
Y'all can't hear it?
Yeah,
No.
Man, I don't know why.
Do you be pressing the share audio button? Like when you share, when you first press the screen share button, it'll have a button all the way at the bottom left. It'll say share audio.
Hold on, let me try again. Oh, that's what it was. I ain't see that over there. Good looking. Good looking. All right, let's hear what he got to say.
I know your pain. I know you're hurt.
Yeah, there we go.
We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened, where they could take it away from all of us, from me, from you, from our country. This was a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
You see that shit?
Yeah.
Now he was saying that shit real vaguely, saying he still hasn't conceded to the loss. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. It's like when you don't concede to the loss, your supporters continue to follow and they continue to be on the shit that they own.
Yep, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a moment of peace since Columbus and the boys ventured over here.
Look, they still out there. It's supposed to be a curfew. He's still out there. Trump kept saying he didn't lose. I didn't lose this election. Yeah. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna see what they talking about.
Her statement that Amber Phillips was talking about a couple minutes ago. She said, based on consultation with the Defense Department, the Justice Department, and the Vice President, we've decided to, reconvene tonight. I'm hearing the Senate is going to come back in at 8 potentially. They're still ironing that out. It's wild that the Vice President is playing this role where he is doing what he sees correctly as his constitutional obligation, his sworn obligation. Meanwhile, the president is angry, and is kind of in isolation for all intents and purposes over at the White House. So it's this surreal question of who's really in charge right now. You had Robert O'Brien, the national security advisor, tweeting that he had just talked to Pence and things are under control. And it's sort of like, why isn't he talking to the president? What is the president doing? And so there has been this vacuum the last couple hours, and it is a vacuum of presidential leadership.
Well, one of the people filling that vacuum, James, is the president-elect Joe Biden. He did address the nation this afternoon, and Biden condemned the mob in what he called a god-awful display. He also called on the current president to step up. Let's listen.
I call on this mob to pull back and allow the work of democracy to go forward. You've heard me say before in different contexts, the words of a president matter, no matter how good or bad that president is. At their best, the words of a president can inspire. At their worst, they can incite. Therefore, I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath and defend the Constitution and demand an end to this siege, to storm the Capitol, to smash windows, to occupy offices, the floor of the United States Senate, rummaging through desks, on the Capitol, on the House of Representatives, threatening the safety of duly elected officials. It's not protest, it's insurrection. The world's watching. Like so many other Americans, I am genuinely shocked and saddened that our nation, so long the beacon of light and hope for democracy, has come to such a dark moment.
That was President-elect Joe Biden speaking earlier, and shortly after that, President Trump did put out a statement, but he did not do what Joe Biden and many others in the political ranks are calling on for him to do. While he told his supporters to go home, he also told them that he loved them and essentially supported what they're doing today and doubled down on his bogus claims that the election was fraudulent. He also called people who oppose him evil and enemies. That video message has now been taken down by Twitter. Let's go to Amber Phillips. We've been talking about this vacuum that Trump is leaving. There's a real question about what happens in the next 14 days, Amber, both who leads the country and also what everyone for the federal government does, what the vice president does, what military leaders do, as we watch the president deliver messages that continue to be so divorced from reality and so inflammatory.
Yeah, Libby, as you and James were outlining, there's a crisis of confidence in our leadership in this country, culminating at this point right now. And everybody that you just mentioned, from the vice president to the military to members of Congress, particularly Republicans, especially those supporting the Electoral College challenges, need to think through how they contribute to these next 14 days. Because I think everyone has had a chance to watch these past few hours and realize that this did not happen out of the blue. There's not this historically awful attack on the U.S. Capitol like this without people enabling the president to do this. One thing I'm very interested in is Vice President Pence, of course, as James has pointed out. He seems to be stepping forward in taking leadership roles. We're hearing a little bit of that leak out when we hear lawmakers and national security officials try to reassure Americans that democracy will go on. Earlier today, Libby, when we had no idea, that we couldn't fathom that this was going to happen, Vice President Pence stepped up to preside over the Electoral College results being counted in Congress, and he issued a statement, his first public statement on this, and he said, essentially, I'm not going to do what the president wants me to do. The Constitution doesn't allow me to do that. We know that angered the president, but it was also this rare moment from the vice president of complete and total separation from the president, an irreconcilable separation of the president's positions, and one that, you know, you could have argued this morning, and I think we did, might politically hurt Vice President Pence's future political aspirations. That started the day, okay, and now the night is coming as Vice President Pence has had to be whisked out of the Capitol, his own safety in question, by supporters allegedly of his administration. I do not know, and I cannot pretend to know what is going through the vice president's head right now, but how does he move forward and lead? The other thing I want to say is that when I talk to military and national security experts, they tell me they have absolute confidence in the U.S. military to be representative of the American people, and not of a president, not of a commander-in-chief, but up to the Constitution. And we've heard military leaders say that as much. These national security experts I talked to are heartened by, ironically, what happened this summer when President Trump was very tough on Black Lives Matter protesters outside the White House, and then military leaders stood with them, with the president on that, and then they later said they—
Y'all hear that?
So, experts I talked to have confidence in the military at this moment, at this crisis of confidence. And finally, there are some House lawmakers, Democrats, of course, right now, talking about impeachment. Representative Ilhan Omar, a Democrat from Minnesota, no friend of the president, has said from wherever she is right now, presumably safe, that she is drafting articles of impeachment against the president. I do not see any groundswell of support for that in Congress. I actually don't even know if there's time to get that done. I was just messaging a source of mine who studies the Constitution to ask about that. But this is all happening. All of this is happening right now in these couple of hours. You have Congress starting to step up. You have the vice president stepping forward with a little bit more leadership than the president. And then you have, national security experts saying that they're confident that the military will do the right thing in this moment.
Amber Phillips, reporter for The Fix, thank you so much. Let's bring in Annie Linsky, national political reporter, into this conversation. Annie, we've been talking about President-elect Joe Biden and his response today, calling on President Trump to speak and act, but also calling on this mob to disperse and leave the Capitol. You know, the Capitol is someplace near and dear to his heart. I mean, he knows those halls and the people who work there so well, Annie.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he served in the Senate for 36 years. He always says that he is of the Senate. It was.
I had to take Molly off, man. But yeah, man. Some history going on here, man. And y'all heard what she said. They didn't even do this when the Black Lives Matter. They was way more revved up when Black Lives Matter was popping off at the Capitol.
Of course. And Sean just made a good point. He said they ain't even do all this shit when Obama got elected.
Yeah, because that's because they ain't had it wasn't nobody rallying them. They didn't have no one guy rallying them. Trump he the one that rallying them up.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, everybody always looking for that Messiah, man. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they love Trump. They believe in Trump. I seen where a news lady said she talked to a guy And he thought Trump was out there walking with him. He said, yeah, he's out here with us. He's out here. I know he's out here. And they was like, we know where President Trump is. He's X, Y, and Z. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
definitely
hey,
crazy shit.
so what is this distracting us from?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with us. This all them. We documenting their ass. We should be good as black people. We sit in a good position, you know, because we ain't out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is all them. We just sit back laughing, watching it, and I'm a little salty about it. Like, keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm on. Like, keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call us beasts, y'all call us savages, y'all call us thugs. Never in the even like during the revolts, like niggas didn't make it to the Capitol. Even during a lot of the major slave revolts, they never breached the Capitol. Even during the Civil War, the Capitol was never breached. You know what I'm saying? By us as black people. But it's nothing for their ass to do it. It's nothing. Like, they do it because, you know, it's just a thing to do. Because they kept saying at the beginning of the rally, yes, it's a peaceful rally. It's a peaceful rally. It's a peaceful crowd. They kept saying that. Then they ass started breaking in there. And then it wasn't so peaceful. It was all black people. I mean, it was all white people. They kept saying how peaceful it was. You know, that shit wasn't peaceful. Now look at them. So I think we good, T'Challa. I don't know. What you think?
I mean, I'm looking at it in terms of, like, as a country as a whole, it's a distraction. I'm not talking about no conspiracy shit like, are they doing it to, you know, make us look at them? No, I'm saying a big ass event happening is a distraction from other issues and shit that's going on with the world that we trying to fix anyway. I'm saying from the shit that make the planet go round, like trying to fix fucking global warming and shit like that. We steady worrying about these social fucking issues we create with race and having to play the racism game and all that shit. Meanwhile, we still fucking this damn thing up, is what I'm saying. We ain't getting no closer to solving none of the issues that we really need to solve. And as black people sitting back documenting their ass, what I'm saying is, what are we doing while we looking at them doing this?
Let me answer that. Let me answer that, T'Challa, because that's a real good question. So a lot of this, like I said, man, a lot of this shit that I'm noticing, it got a lot to do with the politics. It directly correlates with the economy directly. So, like, to answer your question, Biden and well, no, I'll say Kamala Harris is for the Green Project. Now, if you know what the Green Project is, that is what Trump reversed. Trump took us out of the Paris Accord. Look up the Paris Accord. And that was like so let me pull it up real quick so I can be right and exact. But that basically was like environmental stuff, you know, not doing natural gas, finding other ways to you know, trying to get emissions down, basically, if you know what I'm saying. So,
Right.
let me see. So it says on June 1st, 2017, United States President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. would cease all participation in the 2015 Paris Agreement, climate management or climate change, what is that, mitigation, and begin negotiations. So he took us out of that. So this administration is going to put us back in there. Because Trump is for big gas, big oil companies, and I get it. It's all business, like it's politics. Like if you look at the stocks for oil companies and all that, I mean they perfect. Like from a business aspect, yeah, it makes sense. But on an earth aspect, like you lining your pockets, but it's really hurting the earth. So yeah, T'Challa, I believe this administration they're actually pro the Paris Accord or agreement, and they want to get us back in it. that answers your question as far as the yeah. And if you look in there, if you look in the Paris Agreement, that's exactly what you're talking about on a world level.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because I mean, I get that. Like I always say, I'm looking at animals, plants, environment, from a biological standpoint, geological standpoint, physics standpoint. I'm connecting all of the dots, looking at the world that we living in as living organisms, and I'm looking at the behavior of what the fuck we doing. You see what I'm saying? So playing this Monopoly game with this money shit, like is just as useless as fucking paper Monopoly money, bro. What the hell is this green piece of paper with these dead ass white people gonna do for the atmosphere, bro? With these holes in this ozone layer.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, we've been playing this game for too long now. Like I argued with somebody a while back. I'm saying we need to get rid of money, not the concept of money and currency and trade, but we need a whole nother, you did.
What you think? What you think we could use then for currency?
That's what I'm saying. We'd have to structure the way we're doing society. Now, ain't something I'm talking about a one like type of thing you can wake up and just implement. This is a process of, paradigm shifting, if you will.
You familiar with Muammar Gaddafi?
Yeah, I'm a little familiar with him.
Okay, look into what he was trying to do, and I believe that could have been the reason why he got offed. He was trying to make gold the standard currency, if I'm not mistaken. Look into what, because he kind of talked saying same kind of stuff you talking, and because they was trying to damn, I can't think of the term, but they was trying to make the US dollar like not what it is no more. Basically, he was trying to get all the countries over there in Africa and the Saudis to unite. You know what I'm saying? And say, the gold is that's what we using. Like we got a lot of it. So look into that. Look into that, T'Challa. You'll be surprised, man. A lot of people hate on Muammar because he is, he is. If you look at him, you'll see he definitely from that Arab stock.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely from that Arab stock.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some of the things he was trying to do and the controversy of who, with the things that he actually did in Libya.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before they did off him. I'm not like I ain't combed through it like, you know what I'm saying, some stuff we deal with, but it's definitely some food for thought. I'm gonna definitely check it out because these are the type of things that's on my mind, bro. Like we down here living and we down here rotating around this fireball in space. And we just down here on this one rock in this galaxy doing what we doing, bro. And we do not have a backup home. I'm saying, what if the U.S. decides, say, F it, I'm finna go ahead and unleash one of these things? Then what?
Yep.
Like that's it. Like, bro, we don't get another. Ain't no terraforming no Mars in time. Ain't no terraforming the moon, and ain't none of that going on right now.
Yep. Hey, CK said the capitalist system won't allow change. They're gonna fight it tooth and nail. They are. Gaddafi was trying to get them back to gold and use as their So she know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. I'm actually I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We live shit, but I'm actually pro capitalism though. I'm for capitalism. So
yeah, we built on that, bro.
Yeah, I know. We done built on it, so I'm definitely consider myself pro capitalism.
And it's because of that bill, you got me on the same side of the fence.
Well, and you know what's crazy, man? Our people aren't educated. We just say we don't fuck with something because that's what everybody else say. But if you look into the nuts and bolts of it, some of that shit actually aligns with your views. You just didn't know it.
Right, like the fact that Africans basically was practicing that prior colonialism. We had to, you know what I'm saying? We was in control of what was going on. prior to
Right.
invasions and things like that. Like, having to fight off, foreigners outside of Africa. I ain't talking about internal fight. I'm talking about when we have an agency, because that's basically what capitalism is.
John, or what you say, Sean? Sean says, I'm not pro-capitalist. We know you ain't, Sean. You still my brother, man. You still my brother. I know I'm still your brother. When I come up via capitalism, you really gonna be my brother. You're like, hey, Satev, how you do that? Sean, hey, y'all, Sean a capitalist. He got money in Bitcoin. Don't let him tell y'all that. If you invest in the market, you a capitalist. You looking to come up. That's all capitalist is looking to come up. Like, everybody capitalist for real. It just be, come up, just don't be as good as the next guys. Let's see, not one African side based on capitalism though. Well, Sean, we'll have to look into that, man. I can't yay or nay that because I don't know.
I beg to differ on that, because I'm studying the Epic of Sunjata and dealing with why he rose up and did what he did and who he was going up against and what that dude was doing. He was getting greedy and basically trying to monopolize the situation over there. And Sunjata was like, look, man, our people are oppressed already. Like, come on with all this. Right. Like, that's part of that epic of what that is. Like, Sumaru, the other guy, right, the antagonist, he was trying to push his agenda.
Oh. CK said, I consider myself progressive, but heavily agree with a lot of socialists. And that's the thing too. Just because you say you agree with capitalism don't mean you don't agree with other sectors. Like, I agree with socialism as well. Communism, I don't, that's a little because if I agree with capitalism, I can't agree with communism. So I don't think that's the best thing moving forward for me. But am I saying that's not the best thing moving forward for you? No, that's the thing with me. It's like, just because it worked for me, I understand capitalism. Okay, I understand it. Communism, I don't really get it like that. I see I can move. I feel like I can maneuver better if I was more focused on capital versus communal. Because I know my motto with me is, if I'm straight, we straight. If I come up, we all come up. You know what I'm saying? But if we all trying to come up together, it's gonna take a while. But if I know how to come up, and I'll be like, hey man, give me about 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be straight, y'all. We're gonna be straight. All we gotta do is this X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? That's just my view on it. Your communal approach may work for you, and it may work at the same rate as mine does. We just got different ways of getting there, but we both want the same thing. We both want the same thing. That's where I'm at with it. So when somebody say, "Oh, I'm anti this," I'm not anti nothing. All I'm gonna say is that just don't work for me. That's all I'm gonna say. What y'all think?
That's something I still get a little more into. Like, I done heard great arguments on both sides. So as of right now, I think I'm in that gray area too.
And that's the thing, Sutek. The reason why it's great arguments on both sides, because it works great for both sides. That's exactly what I just said. Your way gonna get you there faster. My way gonna get me there faster. But we both going to the same place.
So you see what CK saying?
I don't care what CK talk about. Everybody's chat. She be on here contradicting everything. I ain't paying attention to that.
And
all I said was, what works for me, and what works for you works for you. That don't contradict nothing.
And Sean, I'm okay, Sean. So
Sean,
so right, because I already know, and I love it. Right, steel sharpen steel. So I've been dealing with the Mandinka and really dealing with that culture for a while. And based off the capitalism bill that we had, I'm re-examining griot culture and what they were doing in control when they have control of their faculties.
John said, I'm an economic pseudo. I love it. Go ahead, T'Challa.
But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Re-examining their faculties and what they're doing, how they move. And okay, I'm gonna challenge this. Go into some of the epics that they talk about, some of the griot epics, and talk about how the things came to be. And then you look at how they're distributing their wealth, what they're doing, and then look at what was done in the days of old, like again, who Sundiata was going up against to unify the Malian Empire. What was going on while the Malian Empire needed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was going on before that? People don't know. But through these songs and dance, we know. That's all I'm saying. Like, it takes a deeper study than just, like, you really have to deal, when you're dealing with African traditions, you really have to get into that music and that dance, yo. Like, for real, because it's telling you what's going on. It's telling you what happened in the wars.
And we know Sutek or Sutesh was an antagonist. So in straight Sutek fashion, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the link out here. See if Sean wants to smoke.
Listen, man, they don't want to get on here and talk that talk with your boys, man.
I'm talking about Sean. So I think Sean wants to smoke.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, come on over here, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, yeah, you want to smoke, man? Come on and get it. Get me talking shit, and I'll be in the background chilling.
Sean don't need the link though. He already got the link. He know how to get it here. You know how to get it here, damn it. But yeah, CK, I wasn't saying I agree with communism. I said by default, if you go back and rewind the video, I said by default, I agree with capitalism, so I can't agree with communism. But I can see socialism though. I can see that, but I don't, because communism and socialism are damn near the same. But it's like I can see how it can work for people. I can see it. That's just not how I'm gonna get there. You know, I can see how it works. Come on in. Who coming on in, man? And the reason why the reason why the economics come up, because like a lot of this shit in the political system stems from economics, man. A lot of people want Trump to stay in office because they know when the Democrats get in, they're gonna up the tax rate on corporate entities. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people may know that, but everybody. That's why some people are Republicans based off their pockets, because they like, hey, I agree with these people over here based on these certain policies that they have in place that benefit me. Some of these policies over here that they got doesn't benefit me, and it don't benefit certain people. You know what I'm saying? That's what politics is. That's the same. That's just what it is. Like if you're a Democrat, you know, you voting for certain types of things. You may vote right, you may vote left. You know what I'm saying? But your core value is Democrat. But you can also vote. Okay, yeah, you can also vote with the. That's why I was talking about the HR vote that you know, with the cannabis thing. Like, you know, Republicans, they're not for that. They consider that a drug. The Democrats, they do not. They consider it a medicine. They're trying to get it out there. A lot of the Republicans are not. They held the House. So when they hold the House, that bill don't get passed. When the Democrats hold the House, the bill has a higher likely to get passed. And that stems economics. Because once that bill gets passed, guess what? Businesses start to pop up. Businesses that were already in place begin to make more revenue, begin to make year-over-year income. And what does that do? Bring more investors in, because they say, hey, these people over here, they're making money now. You know what I'm saying? They're making real good money. They're up 53% over last year. You know what I'm saying? They look at the balance sheet. They say, oh, okay, they got this many assets. Their liability is super low. You know, their total net income is X, Y, and Z. This company is going to do good. But it's all based off Congress, man, and how they pass these laws. That's why I be trying to tell people it's politics and economics is hand in hand, man. Go hand in hand.
Hey, so on that, like I can't remember. Somebody threw an article in the back chat earlier about the cannabis stocks.
That was me.
Okay, yeah. So we need to do a show talking about that. Like, how do we go about investing in these cannabis stocks?
That's nothing, man. We can do that, dog. That's nothing.
We need to, man, because we've been getting locked up for this shit for way too fucking long for them to just turn around and say, "Oh, it's legal now." And I know, like the HR 3884 is kind of trying to correct some of that, but man, some of these motherfuckers done had that shit on their record or done been locked up for years, dog. So it ain't no reversing time for that. So
Right.
as a people need to try to take advantage of this as much as possible because we was the ones targeted for this shit for the longest and we still being targeted
Right, right, and it's definitely a way. Like, and I was talking to some guys at this restaurant earlier today. I was picking up some food, and we was this was before the riot and anything popped off. It was all about because the day started off. Who's gonna be who's gonna hold the House, Democrats or Republicans? That's how the day started off, and that was based off the Georgia race, the race that was going on in Georgia. It was two senators, or it was four senators, but it's two of them need to be elected. You know, so and one of the guys already won it. You know, so that's what it was based off of. And you know, with that being said, that leads over to the so cannabis stocks went up. Soon as the first guy got elected, cannabis stocks instantly rose. Soon as the market heard about the news, it instantly shifted. And anybody can be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Even if so, like we buy like Sutek. What's the name of or give me one of the places that you get cannabis from in Cali.
Well, a place right around the corner from me is called Blue Fire.
Blue Fire. Okay, so I don't know if Blue Fire. Let's just say Blue Fire has a stock, and their stock ticker number is BF because it's usually like around the name of the company. So their ticker is BF, and BF has been trading on the market for probably about 7 years now, probably about 7 years. And their stock steadily flows at $5. It may dip down to maybe $2 in crisis mode. Pandemic brought it down to maybe $1, but it kind of gradually shifted its way back up. Now, with this new news that just came out with the Democrats possibly getting the House, that stock just went from $3 to 10 now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you bought like maybe 10 of them at 3, so you spent $30, and then when that shit hit what I said, $10, that's a 70% gain. If my math is correct on top of my head, because I'm doing it on top of my head. But like but we can profit from that because all you got to do is add an app, link your bank account, look into it. We can do a show about it though. I can get into that.
Yeah, because we need to catch that for them motherfuckers to go too high.
Yeah, I can get into that for the people. I can get into that. But yeah, man, we need to get back to this Capitol being under siege, man. I guess the curfew is in now. Curfew set 6 o'clock. Seemed like they got most of the people off the streets. Y'all think it's gonna be a nighttime mob?
Man, I don't know. I know it's another wave coming though. Sooner or later.
It's another wave.
Man, this is America.
That's how they feel, man.
With apostrophe in America.
That's how they feel. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be another wave though. Yeah,
I feel like
whether it's when they try to get his ass out of office or tonight or whenever in between, like it's gonna be another wave. I see it coming.
Yeah, man. See, old Unc done went live. That's where our views went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we ain't gotta stay on here all night, man. We go ahead and we've been on here an hour. Y'all know I don't like to keep them too long, but we appreciate y'all for coming through, stopping, seeing what we up to. Capitol under siege. Yeah, man, this is history. So we appreciate y'all for sharing this moment in history with us. If y'all, we know y'all support us. Go to Kofi Pie TV. Get the books. Get the books. We got volume 1. We got volume 2. We got volume 3. Let me share my screen. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it just like that. Before we get up out of here. Let me see. See why this shit ain't popping up. Oh, there you go. There we go. Kofi Pie Side TV. As I learn, we all learn. We got the learning market right here. So if y'all want to, see what we got, stop in the learning market. Spirits of the Mossy, first book, first publication. This one always gonna hold a special place because it's the first one. You feel me? It's the first one. And we put our heart in this, and we scratched our head. Kofi pulled his hair out. Me and Sute, we got dreads, so we not pulling our hair out. But yeah, man. And then you got From Spirits to Pens, Volume 2. Volume 2, we got back in the lab on this one. We got back in the lab. I specifically, I love, and just because I wrote my part, I love my brother's parts too. But this part right here was something I didn't know about, so I had to dig a little deep and research on this one. We got my boy Sean right here, One Night Before Bed. My daughter loved this book, Sean, if you're still listening. She was just coloring in it. I had her and my son read it. They love it, man. The question answer, love it. Kofi, Kalawad, Trip to the Motherland. This book right here, and T'Challa up in here, you know what I'm saying? I love this book right here. My kids, they love this one as well, man. My son, he actually has to read this to my daughter because this one is a little bit, I would say I'll probably put an age on this one, probably about 9, 8, 9, 10, 11 up on this book. So and it matches the age of the character in the book. So yeah, get this book. And then we got my boy Sean again. Sean hitting him again, From Cocaine to Consciousness, aka Kofi like to call it the cocaine book. I love this book right here too. I'm not saying that because the brother on my team. I'm saying that because he detailed some of his life story in this book. And if you want to know Sean, get this book. If you want to better understand Sean, get this book. If you hate Sean, get this book because there's some funny stuff in there. If you read it, you could pick on him about it. You could mess with him about it. So this is for the people that like Sean and the people that don't like Sean. I told him that. I'm like, you could get it either way on this book. It's a good book. He did good on this. Next. This one right here, man. As I learned, we all learn. This one right here, this one needs to be in everybody's shelf. Right here. This another one where Kofi did an autobiography, man, and he shared his life story. And this stuff right here, we know we love Kofi, man. Kofi, it shouldn't be too many people out there that don't like Kofi, okay? If you love this man and you appreciate this man's work, get this book, man. And you can mess with him in this book as well. He got pictures of him in here where he got all different types of outfits on that I picked with him about. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. Get the book.
I've been checking I ain't said nothing, but I've been back here reading, you know what I'm saying? Because I just got that and the two children's books. Recently. Yeah. So I've been, trying to play catch up because I ain't been able to. So I just been sitting back, holding my commentary. But we're gonna chop it up in the back chat. You already know.
Yeah. Get it on in, man. Okay, the next one, the last one we got, Spiritual Combat. This is the most recent book that we have out. This is the book. We got the new member, our brother Christopher Marshall. That brother right there, he a powerful brother, man. He real good too on the political front as well. I love talking. Now our views on political stuff may be a little different, but that's what I like about it is because he's able to. When I talk to him, I learn stuff every time. So this brother is in this book, and then you got all the other brothers that came through on the Spiritual Combat. This is another one where I love my chapter in this book, and my chapter in this book actually is going to expound into a whole nother text because it was just too much stuff that I left out And I told Kofi, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper on this one and come out with something myself so I can get on the leaderboard. But yeah, man, won't y'all go support our works? And next, y'all know what time it is. Go ahead and hit it. Family Connect Apparel. Family Connect Apparel. I know it says Family Connected Apparel here, but the website is actually Family Connect Apparel. Yes, thank you. And you can get on here. You can get all your stuff, man. Get all your Invoca clothing, the hoodies. Look at the hoodies, man. Look at the jackets. You know, it's going down. Hold on, let me go back and show my brothers. We got our brothers right here. We got our brothers right here. So let's go back up. We're gonna show y'all some of this stuff. I know y'all cold. Go ahead and grab one of them beanies, man. Grab a beanie. You know, that's what it is, man. So yeah, we appreciate y'all for coming through though. We want y'all to go over there, Real Pseudo Killers. Go over there, support our brother Unc. I'm about to go over there here in a little bit, support our brother Unc. We appreciate y'all for supporting us. Peace. We out.